avoid any possible liability.
Joyce, thank you so much. Katie, Mark, John, thank you all so much as well. And on top of all of that news, there are delegates up for grabs tonight in the state of Nevada and the U.S. Virgin Islands in the race for the Republican presidential nomination. It's like, oh my God, more news. Donald Trump is basically running unopposed in tonight's Nevada caucus, and NBC News projects he has indeed won. My dear friend and colleague, Vaughn Hilliard, joins us live from Vegas tonight. Vaughn, everybody else in Vegas is gearing up for the Super Bowl, going to parties, and there you are.
What are we doing, Steph?
Talking Donald Trump and his unopposed caucus. How's it going in Vegas tonight, Vaughn?
I feel like, I don't know how many conversations we're going to have over the course of the year where folks are actually having fun with their evenings and I'm standing at an event like this. Not that this isn't fun, Stephanie. Let me be clear here. Okay, Donald Trump is going to be taking the stage here in a few minutes to celebrate his victory here in the Nevada caucus. He also won the 4 delegates coming out of the U.S. Virgin Islands. After tonight, he will have secured 3.8% of the total delegates here so far that have been available here. For Donald Trump, he ran against nobody in this race. It was for him to lose. He won all 26 delegates. Of course, none of the above on Tuesday night beat Nikki Haley. She took part in the state primary. I am told that Donald Trump did have dinner tonight with Miriam Adelson. For Donald Trump, he will be moving on to South Carolina next, where he will have a rally on Saturday just outside of Myrtle Beach. He will then be holding an event later in the week in South Carolina as well. For Donald Trump here, Steph, you know, it's hard. He uses this stage here as an opportunity to not only defend himself legally, but also point to Joe Biden, who he says he is prepared to take on here over the course of the next 9 months ahead of the general election.
Well, we will see. And Nikki Haley, obviously she wasn't on the ballot. What's next for her? Excuse me, not ballot. There wasn't an option to choose Nikki Haley in this caucus. My mistake.
So the state here of Nevada, the GOP, they wanted to have a caucus despite a primary being put into effect and run by the state government. And the Nevada GOP, who are close allies of Donald Trump, of course, their GOP chairman, Michael McDonald, he is one of the fake electors who was indicted here in the state of Nevada. The executive committee of the Nevada GOP, they flew just last month to go meet with Donald Trump over at Mar-a-Lago. And Nikki Haley called the caucus system all but rigged in favor of Donald Trump. And so the candidates here were presented the option: take part in the caucus run by the party or in the primary run by the state, all while knowing that delegates would only come from this party-run caucus. And Nikki Haley thought that at least she could get a good headline by taking part in the primary and winning the primary. Well, of course, she got anything but a good headline by losing to none of the above. Clearly, Trump supporters still coming out just for the purpose solely of beating her, despite Donald Trump's name not being on the ballot, Steph.
Tough night for her. Vaughn, thank you so much. Great to see you. And now I hope you can go have a good time in Vegas. When we come back, we cover the legal. Now it is time for the politics. We're going to get into today's Supreme Court hearing and the special counsel report with Simone Sanders Townsend and David Jolly. And later, U.S. funding to Ukraine advances in the Senate as President Zelensky fires his top military commander. General Barry McCaffrey is here to break down what it all means. Special coverage of the 11th hour continues right after this.